And then the little button says you are live. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. What's happening? Craig Goldberg here in Harmony Interactive. It's Thursday. Actually, coincidentally, it's Thursday at 5 o'clock. So all of you are getting these little notifications that says In Harmony is live, and hopefully you're jumping on board and maybe tagging somebody that you think might need to hear this message, or reaching out to somebody that you think might need to know what's going on. It's been a very hectic couple weeks, even on my standards, and I do run a very hectic schedule compared to most. My parents were visiting for 8 days. I think you all saw exactly, or heard the last time I went live, exactly what was happening with my daughter. And anyhow, a whole bunch of chaos in this household, as I'm sure there's chaos in just about every household around the country these days. I think it's one of the reasons why we've had the success that we've had over these last 18 months is because of the peace and tranquility that our technology gets to bring and share into the households and the communities that we get to touch. It's something that really lights me up. And then this past weekend, we were at EDC, Electric Daisy Carnival, which was just absolutely bananas. 180,000 attendees, all COVID tested, wristband, and it was really an interesting. It was a very interesting event, and a shout out to the Insomniac team for what they're able to achieve, what they're able to execute on, and the manner in which just the sheer production value of what they do. We had 2 sound lounges and 2 meditation cushions in the artist lounge. So 180,000 people. I believe there's something like 300 or 400 artists that perform, and their guests all have access to this artist lounge, which is a absolute huge kind of section, if you will, of EDC, and they are catered to. The DJ life is a very complicated one. Most think it's very glamorous that they get to do all these performances, which is certainly fun. However, it's also very stressful. There's a lot of travel related and a lot of transportation and logistics that goes into that, and they get beat up. They get exhausted. They run on fumes. If you can imagine, some DJs are traveling 2 and 3 times a week. Other DJs are traveling on the weekends, and they get to participate. And EDC it's an assault on your senses, is really the only way that I can explain it. We did have some time to wander around the event, and wearing earplugs, there's sound and light and all different things being thrown at you. And it can be a little disorienting. It can be a lot to handle. It can be very stimulating. And having our sound lounges in the artist lounge, this is now the second time we've done it here at EDC Las Vegas. And it is an absolute treat for me because, one, it's here in Las Vegas. It's relatively easy for me to do. And it's usually really easy for me to ask folks to help me. The very spectacular Brooks Canavisi, just outside of Pittsburgh, came into town. And of course, our director of harmonics, Mr. Anthony Weiss, helped me out as well. And over 3 nights, it runs from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m., we were able to cater to these DJs and these artists in a wellness suite that was created by the very spectacular Nilu Levy and In Common Company. So it's an exciting thing for us to be able to do. It's a fun kind of give back. But most importantly, we get to share our technology with folks that really need it, with folks that don't know what it's like to experience sound, music, and vibration in a very meditative and calming way. If you can imagine, electronic dance music is hard hitting. The lighting and the theatrics that they have can be a little over the top. And this past weekend was just that, and it really knocked me out for a couple of days. I ran through my Monday schedule on 2 hours of sleep. My daughter wakes up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, regardless of how late Dad goes to bed. So it was a very fulfilling and enriching weekend, and it took me a little while to get together. And I didn't have childcare this week. Anyhow, the situation goes on and on, but yet I digress. It's been a very exciting couple of weeks here for us at the In Harmony crew. We are still in inventory for our sound lounge and our practitioners. We have 6 sound lounges and 8, actually 7, because we just sold another one just a couple minutes ago. Welcome aboard, Angela. And we have 7 practitioners in stock, and I believe we have 20 or 30 meditation cushions in inventory and another 20 or 30 that are going to be coming back in. Remember, I told you over the next 90 days, we're going to be trickling in cushions until our big order is going to be here. I can tell you that I do have here in my possession the 2 samples from our 1,000-piece order, and they are spectacular. We are very excited about the way that we've been able to mature and continue to innovate on the tech. If you've got one of our first 1,000 units, you know that we've got a couple issues that we did have a chance to fix and rectify. That's done. And we've had a chance to change the design and the access points by way of how we get to the amplifier, the transducers, and the speakers. So the hardware is largely the same amp, same transducer, same speakers, same form factor. But a couple things did need to change as we continue to iterate on a product that's never been done before and never been created before. So my heart goes out to each and every one of our existing customers, each and every one of our backers, and of course, anybody that pre-ordered our tech. Thank you for your support. We are a small company that's doing big things in a growing industry, and we are largely very excited about the partners that come on board, that choose to do business with us, that choose to steward this technology and share it with their local communities, whether you're doing it professionally or whether you're doing it just in your home. It's a really beautiful thing that we get to share with the people that we love. And I'm, again, just super grateful to be here with each and every one of you. And of course, to come live each and every week to share with you a little bit of what we do. Been getting a lot of questions lately about setup and configuration. And of course, if you own our technology, pick up the phone and give us a call, 888-276-8040, extension 104 is my extension personally, but you can call us anytime you want. Aren't many companies that take phone calls these days, and I'm proud of the fact that we do. You can also send us an email anytime you'd like, help@IamInHarmony.com. Heck, you can email me directly, Craig@IamInHarmony. And obviously join us every Tuesday, even though today's not Tuesday, but join us every Tuesday for our live at 5, where we share exactly what's going on here at In Harmony, and we have an opportunity to put up some posts and some comments. So if you are watching live, I see there's a bunch of you on right now. Tell us where you're coming in from, and give us a comment maybe of how you use our tech, and maybe what's new and exciting in how you use our tech. We are doing exciting things on the app side and on the music and content curation side. Over the next 24 hours, I know I'm late. Over the next 24 hours, I will be uploading our first 11 solfeggio frequencies with beautiful imagery onto our YouTube channel. We'll also be uploading to SoundCloud 2-minute excerpts, which I can then embed on our website so that you can all have a sample of our music and an opportunity for you to hear what really separates the music that we've made compared to what other people are using. I'm also going to upload our soundtrack, which is a track that we designed specifically for our technology to really exemplify and demonstrate what our technology is really capable of. Our director of harmonics, Anthony Weiss, was just with me at EDC. To say he is lit up is an understatement. For him to be able to see how his music is being used, and more importantly, for us to be able to say, if you love that track, that was made by Anthony right here. And there's something really special about putting hundreds of people on our technology over the course of a few days to see how they come up and come off and come out of their session, because many of them are not expecting it. And of course, we had many folks that returned for multiple sessions asking us if they can get on it, including people that just napped on it for sometimes hours on end. So it was a very powerful couple of weeks, and it's nice to settle into a now normal week. This weekend we're off, and I'm going to use that time to rest and relax. My wife and I actually celebrate 13 years together, which is awesome. So we'll be celebrating that tomorrow night. And then next weekend, we go into Meet Delic. Meet Delic is a psychedelic conference. And many of you may not know, but our technology is actually used in psychedelic therapy and psychedelic research, specifically around ketamine, magic mushrooms, and even LSD, and some of the research that's out there, as it helps to calm and relax the nervous system, reset the nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic, and of course, how it can be used through integration after those types of therapies are being used as well. Very calming, very soothing, and allows the body and the mind to integrate the work that it's done on some of these psychedelic therapies. So it's a very powerful use and a very powerful application of what we do. I'm excited to be at Meet Delic. We're going to have 2 sound lounges with the Brain Tap and our Cocoon experiences there. And the amount of people that are coming in town from November 6th and 7th is very, very powerful. So if you're interested in coming into Las Vegas, there's plenty of hotel rooms. Our town is open. The event's going to be at Area 15. Interestingly enough, my wife has been part of the team there since day one, practically. I think she's employee number 5, and she's built out a store at Area 15. So this is the first time that I'm actually going to have my tech at Area 15 for what should be a very powerful event. Meet Delic on November 6th and 7th. And then November 11th, you can catch a talk that I'm doing on Unified 11.11. And there are a whole wealth of speakers that are going to be talking about frequency, that are going to be talking about raising the vibration of the planet and what it means to be a unified culture and a unified human race, and really bringing everybody together through love, gratitude, appreciation. It's really a beautiful movement, and I'm very excited to be supporting it. You'll see some ads going up on our Instagram, and you'll see those announcements coming out over email over the next couple of days as well. That event is free to watch live, and then of course you can buy the recordings afterwards, and I highly recommend you do. The speakers are going to be out of this world, and you'll see my recording and my talk titled "The Science of Mindfulness: What Actually Happens When We Close Our Eyes to Sit Down and Meditate, and Why It's So Powerful for the Brain, the Body, and the Mind-Body Connection." A little correlation of data that I've pulled together. I've spoken on it before. I've got a couple new things that I'm adding into the mix, and this is the type of thing that I really light up. I was just on the phone with a new customer, and I get chills when we bring a sound lounge or a practitioner or a meditation cushion into a new part of the country, and that's exactly what we did tonight. And my heart goes out to those that want to partner with us, that want to steward this technology, that want to proliferate what we're doing in their local community and want to share it with folks as well. So thank you to everybody that's been watching along. It's kind of a quick update for us here this week. If you have any questions, as always, leave us a comment, and I'll be sure to monitor that and give you a reply as soon as possible. Randy, what's happening? Randy in DC, what's going on? It's very good to see everybody, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.